How could sound be used as a weapon? Well, at the most basic level, when a bomb goes off, there's a pressure wave that expands out from that. If you're too close to it, that pressure wave will rupture internal organs. It will also cause your eardrums to burst. So that's one way that you could use just a regular conventional weapon to damage someone's hearing. I've seen things where they will broadcast noise or propaganda or something like that across enemy lines. When I was at Ole Miss, University of Mississippi, they built a gigantic speaker that was basically in the form of a giant horn, and it rode on the back of an 18-wheeler. And this was at the, I think, the first Gulf War. And they took it down to Kuwait, and they broadcast propaganda and other things with it across the desert. They also could broadcast the sounds of tanks or helicopters or whatever they wanted the enemy to think was coming. They could broadcast it towards them. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a offensive weapon, but you could definitely use acoustics. Now, acoustics comes into battles in other ways too. One of the books I just finished reading is Civil War Acoustic Shadows. And so anytime you've got a war going on and there's weather phenomena involved with that, the way that the sound will propagate through the atmosphere is heavily dependent upon what's the weather doing. The sound speed is a function of the temperature, and anytime the atmospheric temperature changes or changes with altitude will affect how that sound leaves one area of the battlefield and makes it over to another area. And back in this day, they didn't have, satellites or other ways to get information from commanders to people in the field. And so oftentimes they would have the people on different ends of the line coordinate their motions based upon when they heard battle or when they heard something coming from another direction. If they did not receive that acoustic signal due to a problem with, say, the atmospheric phenomena refracting that sound away from the soldiers, then battles were won or lost based upon that. And so I found this book to be really, really interesting. It's written at a level that I think anyone could pick up and understand very easily. So